Yeah.
But you see how Keeper said you guys are laughing at something that's not funny? That's a way that a lot of med students cope.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because even how we're talking, this is some very graphic and serious. I don't even know if you can upload this anywhere
Well,
without putting a disclaimer.
yeah.
And you're just like,
Not for children under the age of 18.
Medmic.ke.
hi guys, and welcome back to part 2 of post-mortem experiences. We're going to be picking up from where we left off last week.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Do you feel like watching all these things, like being around dead people, it makes you think about your own mortality or confront such thoughts?
Yes, absolutely.
That was one of the first things I had to come to terms with when I'm sitting in the mortuary and this person is being chinjwad live in front of me, and I'm just like, this is somebody's mom, this is somebody's sister, this is somebody's wife, this was somebody's student, this was somebody's customer, this is somebody.
Hey, customer.
She went to a salon somewhere, she got her nails. In fact, the case I'm talking about, she was a baddie. She died 2 days after Valentine's.
Oh,
her
damn.
hair was fresh, her manicure was done,
Oh,
pedicure
no.
was done.
Oh.
She was such a young babe. She had a belly piercing. And I'm just looking at her and I'm like, this is my peer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so it does kind of start to make me appreciate life more.
True.
And you're just like, damn, like we really have to live this life
Yeah.
to the fullest. Because one day you're going to be on this table.
It could be over tomorrow.
Oh,
And
you guys are going to get postmortems done.
It's not
See,
something I
depends
would
on-
even
it's not
recommend
it's not
to my
up to you.
enemy. Like,
Yeah,
I would not
It's up to you,
recommend.
though. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, the only time they'll do a postmortem is if my death was mysterious. You know, justice for GG. You know, if someone
Imagine-
committed foul play, why not?
But it's
You
not
think
up
you'd
to
want
you
to put your
decide.
family through something like that?
The way it's
See, they're not there to watch. As long as they're not there to watch, man.
They won't be there to watch, but if it's what's it called, forensic autopsy, there's a report there. You have to register with the police. Then
True.
if it's something serious, you are in court. The
Yeah.
case is being drawn out.
True.
But
And
you know,
I'm just
mostly
like-
it's families who want it to be done.
Yes,
'cause
it's
it
important
gives
for
them
closure.
I get clinical foul play,
Yes.
but forensic, I feel like just let me be. Just let me rest.
Yeah.
No, man, justice must be served.
But also, you know, it's useful. For instance, autopsies know us in inform like safety guidelines.
True.
Right.
Knowing how people died helps us to prevent their deaths. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't. Honestly, I don't mind because I'm dead. Siko hapo sitakuwa nasikia mnanikata na nguvu.
But the weight of the dead is left on the living.
Ooh,
That's a deep statement.
that is so deep, man.
Because when you die, the people you leave behind are the ones who plan your funeral,
Exactly.
your wake. They're the ones who bury you. You're gone.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
that has nothing to do with you.
It's real.
Which is, wait, now since we're talking about death, would you prefer to be buried or to be cremated?
I'd prefer to be buried.
Buried.
I'd prefer to
Cremated.
be buried.
You know the head pops.
Miss
They usually wait for
Jisipendi
the head
Joto.
pop.
So
Are you serious? Girl, you're dead.
I know, but also I feel like there's something sentimental about being put into the earth with my ancestors. Like, because of course, nitazikwa kwetu nyumbani, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I want my body to be there. I want my nini to be there. Like, in some kinichoma. And then, you know, not all of your ashes are given back to your family. Most zinakuwa disposed.
I see
Me, I
what you're
want the whole of me, head to toe, equate in the earth of my people.
saying. No.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
you
Nature
bring back-
girly.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Earth girl aesthetic.
I know. She's going to complete.
Literally.
I know, man. You're going to
no.
complete the nitrogen cycle. Crazy, man.
Yeah, but would
Crazy.
you want your makeup done for your funeral?
No.
I would.
I feel like once I'm a baddie in heaven, like, I'm a baddie in heaven, leave whatever is left alone.
Does heaven have buddies, though?
Yeah, we'll be dancing with the angels.
Queen Esther.
Oh.
Oh, najua husomangi
I don't know
Bible.
who that man is.
Yo, umeambia Kanana. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, because of everything that you've seen, and there's a lot of horrible experiences, however, would it interest you to be a pathologist?
No, I feel
No.
like you have to kill a part of yourself to do that shit every day.
But you just said that you learn how to prevent death by doing autopsies.
Oh no, me, I want to be maybe reading the report. I don't want to be there cutting people every day. Sijui kila siku I'm inside someone's guts and not in a way I like.
Oh, that sounded so wrong. Oh my god. You're inside someone's what?
What are we talking about?
What is going on?
What are we talking about?
Hey, get your head out of the gutter, guys. Oh my lord. Guys, we're talking about death.
Look who is talking.
And you know the worst part is what you do. I mean, it counts in a way, but like I'd rather be in the hospital saving lives than being somewhere saying, "Oh, this is how this life ended." Like being around death, that sadness every day, like breaking news to families every day. You have to kill a part of yourself to do that shit every day. Honestly, and me, I'm not ready to make that sacrifice.
I feel like I would.
You would.
I feel like that's something.
Cut it.
That's oh my goodness.
The most amazing thing. Let me tell you, the most amazing thing about being a doctor working in pathology is that you'll never kill anyone.
Ooh.
You'll never even
They're
interact
already
with
dead.
patients.
Yeah.
So if you're an introvert, you may start looking in that direction.
That is such a dark joke, guys.
Pathologists are very. First of all, I love the work they do. It's very inspiring. It's you see that what you're saying. Kill a part of yourself.
It's a sacrifice.
And it's for the greater good. So I appreciate all the pathologists. Like I feel like they're really putting in the work and they're really doing things. They're doing great things. So I would hopefully
You'd want to do pathology.
It's on my list. It's been my favorite
Like,
rotation so
not
far.
histology, anatomic pathology.
Like autopsies.
Wow. That's very bold, actually.
That's something that would interest me.
How would you cope with that?
It's more, you're looking to the brighter side where you're not looking at, oh my gosh, nachinjamtu. You're looking at, oh my gosh, I'm preventing someone else from dying from this.
Oh, okay.
Ah, wow.
So if you look at it from that point, you can close one eye. You can turn to the side and be like, this is for the greater good.
Yeah.
So is it okay if we call you a slay queen? Because
Oh my goodness. Please don't ever repeat that sentence around me.
So wild.
Don't ever.
Yeah.
Because slay, anyway. Should we go to therapy? Maybe.
I think we should.
I feel like every
convinced.
med student deserves therapy.
Deserves therapy.
As soon
I agree.
as you enter that anat lab and that formalin you just deserve therapy.
It's true.
And the
It's
smell of
true.
formalin really cleans. I
stays with
remember nikiwa first year, I'd get into a mat and people would look at me funny.
Same.
Really?
Yeah, because you smell.
You smell horrible.
Especially because there are times when I'd forget to bring a jacket, so I'm like, fuck it,
Oh,
ntenda na lab cook, and
Love good.
I'd dissect very late into the night. So niko kwa mat napigwa na baridi, natoa lab coat mimi navaa. Sizi
Oh my
pata-
goodness.
Yeah, so like guys would look at you vibaya because you're smelly.
You smell
And then
bad,
also I
yeah.
remember the first days being around formalin for too long would make me feel dizzy, could puke. So I'd have to keep taking breaks, going outside. Yeah.
Hey, you're really going through it, eh?
Yeah, we really went through it in first year. Well, I also used to leave the lab at like 10:30 p.m. Our dissections used to be really late.
What?
Yeah, and my room was in the
mlikuwa na
Wakabete.
such a tough life. My dissection was 2 to 6.
2 to 6,
By
yeah.
5:30, I'm waiting for you guys to come and sign.
I know.
So we can leave.
Tulikuwa tunamaliza like 8.
8, man. But you can decide to stay till 10:30. Like the lab was open for that long.
The only reason tulikuwa tunaenda home it's because you're worried about your safety.
Exactly.
But you
yeah.
weren't done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to be there for really long periods of time if you wanted to get anything done. If you wanted to
That's
see those
wild.
structures.
Kimani's manual.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
those are the things.
Mungai's dissector.
Yes.
It's just a lot, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys
There's
are
a
the ones who
lot.
need a shot. Not even.
Really do.
Yeah, it's true. Life was tough, man.
Yeah.
But also, I think I also got to experience death outside.
Oh,
There was a time a patient died, Nikiwa in the room.
oh my.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize. When I walked in, they were alive. By the time I was leaving, they were dead. And I didn't even realize wakikufa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they were walking. Nikiingia kwa, it was like in the wards. I was going to clerk a patient. I get in, there's this guy who's restless, he's walking around. But kama mtu anatembea, he should be okay, you know? So mi nikaenda kwa the patient, I was gonna clerk. This guy, at some point, he went kwa kitanda yake akalala. So me, I'm clerking, I'm like, amelala a bit too much, his chest is not moving. So I tell the babe we were clerking with Ebu, go check on that guy. Kumbe mtu wangu alishaenda.
Hey,
And then the worst part is how they treated the death. You know, before you get into med school, death is such a big deal.
It's
Like,
true.
mtu
I was
amekufa.
even gonna ask.
Wanafika tu hapo wako like, ameenda.
Oh.
Wa? crazy.
Womp womp.
Sangapi.
They just call them morgue guys.
Yeah.
That actually
Oh my
makes me remember an
goodness.
incident during a ward round. We were moving and a patient actually died during the ward round.
Exactly,
It was a
yeah,
small
true.
girl.
And it's
then the
kind
the console was like, wow, sorry, what could we have done better? Okay, yeah, we should improve on this, that. Let's
And
move
that's
on to
it.
the next patient.
Yeah.
And life goes on.
Yeah, and
No
then
one
I
really
remember, oh my God,
prepares
that was
you.
the first time you guys nearly called time of death because we were the ones who were in the room.
Mm.
So he told us to take out our stethoscopes, we look for a heartbeat, we look for
Nothing.
a pulse.
That's a good learning
Tuangalie-
experience.
Yeah,
though.
tuangalie reflexes.
That is
He
screwed up.
came and we went and got someone akakuja katuliza, how do you confirm that amekufa? And
Mm.
then we answered and then he got us to do that and we confirmed that amekufa. And then akaniuliza the time of death and I was like, approximately this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Young
Yeah.
professional, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
true.
it's really
Come on.
bothered me that's how casual death is. Like
It's
you're
true.
here and then you're not, and life
It's-
goes on. The world doesn't stop to recognize your absence.
It's
But can
true.
I play
messed up.
devil's advocate?
Yeah,
What?
sure.
You deal with a lot of death. You're surrounded by so much death as a physician, as a med student, as a consultant.
You can't afford to let it stop you.
Yeah, you have to just let it become a normal thing because if it not all the deaths affect you, if 10 people die in a day and you have 30 days a week, 30 days a month, like
was
those
like
are
30 days a
many,
week.
many deaths.
Yeah.
Like
True.
you have to just find a way to just be like, damn, sucks.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
true. That's true.
But like we
Yeah,
have to keep moving on.
We have to keep
but
moving.
there's two things. One, there's the relationship you had with a dead person, how much work, effort you put into
How
keeping
did you
them
know the
alive.
person? Yeah.
And then number two, there's you can't shut off your emotional side completely.
True.
Like you have every time you're faced with death, you have to face the question of your own mortality.
That's true.
You can be avoidant and everything, but at the end of the day, there's people like this. You have to find a coping mechanism. And what I've realized with medicine, it's very easy to get into an addiction. It's very easy to slip into addiction. And then there are people who become hyper religious. There are people who stop believing in God completely. Yeah, so you also have to be aware so that you're not just avoiding and packaging this shit in a way yenye itakuja kukumaliza baadaye.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. What's your addiction, Unita?
Your coping, say coping mechanism.
My coping
It
mechanism.
sounds
Well,
better.
you see, for me, I think nilikuwa nimekuwa very anti-God. Because it didn't make sense. Unaenda unaona watoto wanakufa na leukemia.
True.
Like you're seeing people dying every day. So it's like there can't be a God and this shit is happening.
Yeah.
And so I became like very there's no God, you know,
True.
for a very long time. And then now I watched the autopsy and then I started therapy. And then it's like, fuck, you actually have to ask yourself what's happening to your emotions, experiences vitu zote. Because something is happening inside you and inside your brain.
That's
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
What's yours, Jimmy? What's your coping strategies?
I use humor for everything, man.
So does that mean you're masking?
Yeah.
Like,
I think more or less I suppress a lot. But
do you think
sometimes
that's healthy?
no, it's not. Of course, that's why I talk
But
about it.
especially as a guy, do you have alternatives?
Yeah.
True.
You have alcohol. Which
Okay,
is like, I'm not saying it's a good coping mechanism, but I've
crazy.
seen a lot
I know.
of people use
Yeah.
it.
You
I
have
don't
therapy.
drink. I don't
It's
drink a
okay.
lot. So the only coping mechanism I have really, apart from humor, is probably just going to my religious groups, speaking to my fellowship guys, telling them, "Yo, this is what I went through,
That's
man."
very wholesome.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It's
a
very
lot.
interesting that these are polar opposites.
Yeah.
No, I
Because
mean,
she became
She's-
anti-God and you ran to God.
I
yeah,
ran to
but
God
after
first.
therapy, I
She's
was
back.
able to find my spirituality again. Yeah.
We are now on the same side.
For me, I
What
think I
about you?
sleep and I talk. I feel like I talk. If you see how people say they go through problems in silence, I've never gone through a problem in silence.
Oh, you talk about it?
Best believe you're gonna know about my problems.
Yappa, like
my
a
problems
rat.
are everybody's business.
Oh, damn.
Because now, why am I keeping it to myself? So that
Yeah.
it can just eat at me.
Yeah,
so if I
true.
see, you know
Doesn't make
how
sense.
most of the time, if something is going on in my life, I'll sleep. Like I usually get the best sleep. If it's not resolved, then now we can get to talking. Or if there's something I can do about it, I'll do about it.
Well,
But most of the time, I guarantee you, after you sleep, your problems start fixing themselves. Like you just needed time and a break.
I have a dark joke. Am I allowed to say it? Please don't cancel me.
You've said so many.
That didn't work for anatomy, did it?
It did actually. I slept and then I started reading after I slept.
Oh, okay. Just saying.
I feel like this was also some sort of therapy, just talking about these experiences.
Yeah.
It's true.
And getting to hear how you guys went through such different.
And how, like, at the end of all this, utalipwa 30K a month.
Honestly, somebody take this to Nakumincha and just be like, babe, ebu sikiza hii
Ingia
maneno
morgue
yenye
kiasi
watu
alafu
wanapitia.
tuongee.
You know, kama uvae lab coat tuko tukuone tusikie venye unasema, then we'll see how that goes.
Tena Twitter students, man.
I'm actually genuinely hoping by the time this drops, there's no maandamano anymore. Like, everything has been sorted.
Yeah.
If it hasn't, please just buy yourself a hat and go to the next protest that they're
And a
going to be having.
and find out how vuvuzela works before you get there. Because I
were
thought I
shocked.
was unwrapping it. Kumbe niliharibu.
Imagine alienda
Kumbe you're not supposed to take out like a bottom part.
hiyo vuvuzela ilikuwa yangu by the way. I am
It
not
wasn't.
happy.
Oh my God.
I am not
Jimmy.
happy. Vuvuzela najaribu
Haujafurahia
kublow. Sijafurahia. I'm trying to blow into my thing but nasikia tu ni hewa. I'm like, what the heck, man? Kumbe nyangao imetoa foil hapo chini. Kuna jangili hapo. Acha tu. You need her. Ni sawa tu.
No, it's not. You can't be nyanga. We're even now. We're even.
Ni sawa tu.
Watu wasome physics.
This has been such a lovely episode, guys. Thank you for staying. If you're still listening till this point in the episode, you're really a real one. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for the support. We've been seeing the support and it's really, really lovely. We love everything that you guys are doing. You can comment everywhere. We're going to see, don't worry. And we see the love.
For sure.
Follow us on Instagram at Medmic.ke. You can also find our lovely friend Henry Madaga's blog,
Madaga.
Late Night Letters. And we also want to say thank you to AQ Studios for producing this episode. And the episode was sponsored by Dr. Njeri Karianjahe, who has a lovely podcast called Fellowship Safaris, which we'll plug below so you guys can go listen to it.
Check
Have
it out.
a lovely day. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Medmic.ke.
But yeah.
Damn.
Why have we gone silent?
No, it's a moment of silence for all the dead guys we've seen, guys.
Yeah, but then actually we should.
We should do a
honestly,
minute of silence. Moment of silence for, the dead.
Okay.
Okay, but now we're eating into our recording.
Also, how
Yeah.
long?
No, when I say
How long
moment,
should this moment of silence?
it's literally just 5 seconds.
You can just pour libation for them next time you're getting lit.
Mm.
Then they'll understand.